EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And here's the first carry for the power back, Dameon Pierce. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Cole Bishop up to make the play. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Pierce. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's 3rd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no chance of the run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
A gain there of 11. Good for a Raider 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another 1st down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And the Bills are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue. Because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
He's got room at the 30. And he'll be taken down. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, He's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route, but this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he'll manage to get to the 33. It is Max Crosby there to wrap him up. On third down, it's Allen. Going for it all. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. As they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
A run out of the gun with Pierce. Good blocking to the 15. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, Raiders. It's his third touchdown of the year.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's going to air this one out. That's caught! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Bills. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He gets this one to Tucker. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. That's caught left side by Bowers. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 22 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raider 1st down. Here's Pierce. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. That one complete to Pierce. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll try and run it here with Pierce. First down and more inside the 15. And he's going to take this all the way home. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, Raiders. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Cavante Turpin on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, they go with Cook. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. And the rush is going to get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs. A run here with Pierce. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And some good blocking. Springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to third down. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Tucker. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down. He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Dameon Pierce. And he's got another one. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Allen going to give it to Cook. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Allen will throw. He'll find his running back, Cook. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I will be right back after this. Here's third down and a few inches. We'll try and run here with Cook. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Buffalo. Here's Allen to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. Oh. And he'll get this close to a first down. It's about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Allen. He'll go right and find his running back. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Here's Cook. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. One more time with Cook. And this time he's in. James Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now a timeout, Buffalo. Their 2nd. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
And this one is caught by Pierce. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 9. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Taking off. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a lot with that one. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with these two teams separated by a touchdown. As we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. On first and 10, it's Cook. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. They'll go play action here with Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. On third down, it's Josh Allen. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
14 on the pickup. Good for a Bills first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Once again, it's Cook. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
A carry for Cook. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Buffalo. So now they'll throw it with Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Oh, he coughs up the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Ray Davis, touchdown, Bills.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike, that's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Right back to Pierce on 1st down. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Pierce. And I don't think he got there with that one. Only needed a yard. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. And now we're looking at 3rd down.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but
they'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down. Oh, the hard count looked like they cut somebody to jump. If they did, they pick up the 1st down. On the handoff, this is Pierce. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. They'll motion over Pierce. They'll stay on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Once again, it's Pierce. And the Raiders are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal. He'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the 1st down.
So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Now this time they'll look to throw. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Alec Pierce. Touchdown, Raiders. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Raiders go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's going to look for the home run ball. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That'll be taken in by Pierce. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Quick hitting slant there. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. To throw is Allen. Going up top. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Back to throw. Finding his tight end there. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll throw out of the gun. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And that will lead to a 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. On the carry, it's Pierce. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th.
It's 4th down.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. He'll look to throw. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Here's Allen. Again, working deep downfield. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
The black hole roaring here in Vegas. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Here we go. This is 4th down. He'll try and throw for it with Allen. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So this one, a win for the Raiders. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team.